I don't want to be here anymore. That's honestly the breaking point for me.
You've just done it.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
It's a bit disrespectful, eh? Like, come on this potty.
Oh yeah, talk it up.
I'm on the brown.
You're on the brown.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised you didn't fucking pick up on that. We're here. This is gonna be our second one ever, and this one's a bit different other than Bentley's, but we're here with the boy, Fletcher.
Fletcher Kiley, mate.
Yeah.
Legend.
Let's fucking give him a little clap, everybody. Yeah.
Thanks, boys.
Little bow for the camera.
It's good to be here, boys. Good to be here.
Brother.
So for those who don't know, Fletcher Kiley, one of the homeboys, but he's running multiple different facets of like fucking everything, bro. You're like in the music scene as a DJ called Shatter. He's running Charged Up Chilli, and the biggest thing, Caroline 15, which is clothing and shit like that, which is fucking popping right now.
It's on fire. I would say it's on fire.
Everyone is loving it.
It is charged up.
Yeah.
It is
charged up.
yeah.
I reckon it's charged up now, but it's charging up more and going even bigger than...
Yeah.
Is it like surreal, the amount of success that's been happening? Like,
Nah, I wouldn't say it's surreal. Like, you boys talk so highly of it now, which I appreciate, but like, in my eyes, it's still growing, and like...
That's the thing though, we'll always be growing.
Exactly. So it's sick. I appreciate where it's at now, and it's kind of taken off, forming like a little cult following behind it.
Yeah, literally.
But,
people are fucking buying your shit like that. You have them up for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And everything is gone.
Yeah, exactly. It's always nuts whenever I do a drop and it sells out, and you know.
I expect nothing less now, honestly.
And so do I, and that's why when it doesn't happen or doesn't sell out in like 10 minutes or whatever,
What's wrong with
then
you,
I'm
man?
like, what did I do wrong? This is shit. Like these hats are trash. But nah, I'm happy, but I'm also just like I'm really optimistic on where it could be.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I'm just kind of psyched that I'm in the position that I am, and like so is Caroline 15 and.
Yeah,
we'll just see where it goes.
Quit your fucking day job. That's like
it's
a massive
for
step
any
for
person
everyone.
on a creative fucking pathway and dream.
Yeah.
Quitting their day job, that's it.
Well, that was the sickest thing. I was like sort of working my 9 to 5, and then started getting to that point where I was thinking to myself like, I needed more time. Like I'd knock off and then I'd get home and I'd be sewing for like a few hours and I'd just be tired and unmotivated, and I was starting to think like, maybe I'll just hire like a fashion student or someone, just work a few hours during the week. And then I went like this is going good. Like why would I hire someone else when I can just do it myself? Like put in 24 hours a day. As soon as I wake up, I can just go do that. And then so I've been doing that for like we've come up to a few months now. Like just working for myself full time, which is skits. That first Sunday night. I always tell people this. That first Sunday night where I didn't have to set that 7 a.m. alarm for the Monday morning.
That would have been like fucking amazing feeling.
But it's still so sick. Like I've worked heaps of different jobs my whole life, but I still am so appreciative that like I can just wake up in the morning and not have to go to work or do anything.
Yeah.
Like, it almost feels like I'm definitely not content with where I'm at now. I always want to do a little bit more.
You're not
get
settled.
better, but like I'm pretty stoked that I can just wake up and just work for myself, like my own agenda, my schedule, and that it's nuts. Yeah.
When did Caroline 15 start? Like, what was that date? Do you have that fucking like that anniversary?
Nah. Well, when I moved to the Gold Coast, I was living in WA. Moved to the Gold Coast maybe five-ish years ago now.
Oh wow, that long.
And yeah, I've always been like dead set. Always been into like fashion a little bit, like clothing, just sort of, always just been semi-interested in it. And then I started making shirts, a first run of shirts under the name Collective Collections. Shitty name, bit off kilter, but ran a few shirts, and then I sort of picked up the sewing machine, and that was kind of the catalyst. That was the starting point, and then just got hooked, started making shit for myself, and then the homies started going, fuck, can you make me this, can you do this for me, and then whatnot, and then a bit of demand grew, and then I was like, fuck, I can see like maybe if I can make a bit of coin off this, and then just started doing bits here and there, and then it's gotten to the point where I'm at now. So
what was like the backstory of the name Caroline 15?
This.
It's a different one, eh? It's like, it's weird because it's got nothing to do with what I'm doing, but I used to work at Coles as a cleaner.
Yeah.
And So I don't really know why they call it this or whatever, but like when the freezer door is open, like a customer's come to the freezer section, open the door and they've left it open.
Yeah.
Over the PA system, the workers will call like Caroline 15 refrigeration, and it's just sort of like code for someone to go close the freezer. And I was in there every morning and I was listening to it, and I really like the idea of having like the brand name as like a girl's name. I think it's just really elegant.
Yeah.
Like a simple girl's name. So that was always something which I wanted to do, and then like Caroline's obviously real pleasant name in my opinion, and then
I like that.
Caroline 15, and then also like a big influence for choosing that name is because most people shop in Coles or Woolies, wherever you are. I don't know if it's supermarket wide, but definitely in like Coles Australia wide, you don't realise subconsciously how many times you probably hear Caroline 15, because they call it like a fair few times.
I can't say I've never heard it, but I reckon it would fucking...
So it's like you're scrolling through Instagram, social media, you see someone with a tag on their hat, and you go, Caroline 15, why does that trigger something like deep in the subconscious? Because they might
I like that already. Like,
over and over, just sort of like, you know.
It also rolls off the tongue. It's like so catchy as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's sick. I definitely like thought about the 15 part, like whether maybe they thought I was 15 years old or 15 relates to something.
Maybe
but
your name was Caroline.
Yeah, almost, dead set. Like I almost love how there's no relation like Caroline and 15. There's just absolutely no relation. It's just
but they
something.
work.
Yeah.
That's what makes it individual, I think.
Exactly.
Makes it special. Yeah.
That's such an interesting
origin
backstory. Interesting backstory. That's like a crazy backstory, because you were working probably hard and then you heard this and there's something clicked in your brain where it was like, you know what I mean? An idea popped up, a light bulb above your head, and then all of a sudden, we're here now.
Exactly, bro.
And,
yeah.
you know...
Not working at Coles anymore, cleaning shit.
Not working at Coles anymore.
No burnouts on the fucking...
I called it the T7, mate, the big hoofer machine, and mate, you get a bit of speed on that and start doing absolutely silly stuff.
You just lift up the squeegee at the back and just start sliding.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you keep the squeegee on. That's how you're sliding. Yeah.
I've actually seen the impact of Caroline 15 in just the Gold Coast party scene in general. Like, almost every single event or rave I go to, there's at least one.
Without a doubt.
Techno hat. Like, techno lid or Caroline 15 hat, it doesn't matter. It's always at least one or, like, multiple.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure for Poison, for example, there was heaps of techno
Even the sector
lids.
boys are wearing them.
And it's crazy how, like, those lids are specifically with the techno on it. It's such a simple sort of concept, but it works so well and it gets so many people wanting to purchase it, you know?
And I think the thing that, like, draws people's attention is, like, you only make a hat once. You might make a couple in that drop, but it's only specific to that drop. So they have to get in quick and get it, and seeing how it's in such it's in such high demand, they're like, fuck, I want that specific one. They come to the store, it's already sold out, like, fuck. Well, that one's sick as well. I'll pick that one up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what have you been, like, what was, like, the most amount of people you've seen waiting on the website for that drop? Because I know you told me once before.
The last one, I actually got a video of it. I think there was, like, 46 or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
So obviously, like...
Copy me.
So I run the drops, like, 40, I'll lock the site, like chuck the password up so people can't get in and whatever, and then load everything onto the site. I almost started doing that so that I could like get the site set up how I wanted to, have all the products loaded, like make sure it's sweet, maybe do a few test orders while the site was locked, and then when I was ready, unlock it. But now it's gotten to the point where that's like what people know of Caroline 15, like they've got to be waiting on the site. They've got to like...
Otherwise they're gonna fucking miss.
Be there at 6 p.m. on the fucking...
No, you're gonna be there fucking 5:30, bro.
That's the sickest thing. Like that's kind of what's happening like the last few drops, which still is like psychs me up so much when it's... Could I drop at 6 Thursdays? That's the spot. That's the hot spot.
Yeah.
And like when it's 5:55 and I see there's like 10, 12, 15, 20 people like on the site.
Yeah.
So that's Shopify tells you if there's people just floating around on the site.
Yeah.
And when there's just a bunch of people floating around on the site already and like it's 5 minutes to go, it's so sick knowing that people are at home like waiting for the site to unlock to just get into it. Yeah. It's so sick,
It's pretty awesome, the techno, just like sort of what Caroline 15 has evolved into with like the techno scene. Like it's almost going hand in hand on the Gold Coast techno scene. Like
it is big
like
time.
The strides, like you see DJs rocking them, Little Fritter for example, and like the conversations with Caroline even, you know, like you're pushing sort of that techno DJ sort of to find out more about them.
Yeah.
And even
so
like the
just surface
specific
level
designs.
clothing, it's fucking deep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's it. Like That's why I'm just so psyched because I don't really know where I can take Carolina 15 from here.
It's fucking limitless. Honestly.
It's sick. Like I didn't start it off as a brand that I wanted to sort of incorporate into the rave scene, you could say, or the music scene, like the DJ scene, but it's kind of edging towards that.
Yeah.
Like now, that's kind of, you see most of my gear at like raves or like clubs and shit like that.
But like the good music fucking raves, not like the fucking the gross ones you see in fucking
not like Sin City on a fucking
cocktails.
Yeah.
It's like the culture sort of vibe, Like people rocking a lid, they know that that's what you need to be wearing, Like if you're wearing that, I feel like you've got sort of a look to you that's different from the average person at a rave, You've got that techno lid.
I feel like, it's like, I don't know, the Gold Coast music scene, like you boys well and truly in it, like you know what's going on, but like DJ wise and like music wise, I feel like it's just changing so much and it's kind of sick. Like it used to be like kind of, you didn't feel the best coming from the Gold Coast because the scene was a little bit flat. Like, I mean,
definitely.
Whatever, but like
it's
now
only picked up since fucking 2020.
Like the Need to Freak events brought so much heat and like
actual talent. Even importing fucking people from England and shit like that.
Exactly.
Like.
Yeah. So it's I don't know, it's sick. Like like go to a Need to Freak and there's so many cunts wearing Carolina 15 hats and like there's an actual sick DJ like playing like a sick set and
wearing the hat too. What was his name? At the
Dennis,
Dome.
Dennis Salter.
That's like the main photo you've got on your website, don't you?
Yeah.
And
that was surreal.
Even the
so real.
I didn't even give that to him. So someone who bought a hat before just chucked it up to him, I think, and then just chucked it on.
That's so good.
So nuts. And then big Jack Clemens on the lens. fucking
nails the camera.
Jack with the camera.
That techno lid was iconic from that moment. Even before that moment, it was just like cemented. You know what I mean? In the scene, I feel like Need to Freak. I remember wearing I've even worn a techno lid to Need to Freak. It's so good because I feel like it just immerses you in the culture a bit more.
Little communities I feel.
Definitely.
It's so good.
Bit of it, like as I said, it's like a cult. It's almost not cultish, but like it's.
It is. It's cultish.
And wait, do you know what's sick about it as well? Another one. We went down to Byron for the Need to Freak down there with Billy Zane, Chunky, Wongo, Fritter, all that. But the thing is, there was so many people with like techno lids and stuff, and you could just spark conversation with them. They'd be like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" Or "That's a sick." Like I know Fletcher person. He made that. Like it's fucking sick.
That's what the boys were telling me about that night. Which it was sick to hear. Like they reckon they were in the green room or somewhere, and there was like Carolina 15 huge in Sydney, like big Sydney crowd getting on Carolina 15. But there was a bunch of girls up from Sydney apparently.
Yeah.
And they were in the green room talking sort of around like. The boys like Seb and that, and then I think one of them was like, "Oh yeah, Carolina 15 huge in Sydney and all that," and I think Seb or one of the boys chimed in and was like, "Oh yeah, Carolina 15," and she was like, "Oh, do you know like the guys running it type thing?" Like there's like I think a lot of people think that it's like a group of people on the coast running it.
Well it's just you, man.
But like I reckon that's sort of sick. Like it's a little bit mysterious and like I don't follow anyone. Like I'll chuck on a hat and put a photo up of myself.
But no one's going to be like, "Oh, I know who that is."
Yeah, exactly. Like,
do.
I feel like it's running off a little bit of like mysteriousness.
Yeah,
like
for
people
sure.
don't know who's running it. They just
see the hat and fucking want it.
Like they buy the hats for like the brand.
Yeah.
And like what kind of it's all about, which is
a fucking next level.
Nuts,
yeah. It's not just like, "Oh, I'm just supporting my mate. I'll buy his hat." I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, I kind of need that hat, eh?"
Yeah, exactly.
And the designs are so fucking different and unique, which makes it so eye catching as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, the ones you recently dropped with the spider and then like the web coming down, that was sick.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, there was a lot of love on those ones. Those ones went pretty quick. Like everyone was frothing those for sure.
That red one was so fresh.
See, I like the orange one, and I thought everyone else would like the orange one, so I made a few more of them, and then the reds, they went like off the ripper. They fucking flew out the door.
Yeah, those red. I feel like it was just the tone and sort of like how spotty it was. It was just so like gritty that it would probably like resonate with a lot of people. Just because it's so unique. Like with every single hat you put out, doesn't matter if it's a techno lid or just a normal lid. It's always just a new design, a new fresh look. And like even one of my favorites, I didn't purchase it, but one of my favorites on the site is the Ether. that was like a random one. The
Yeah.
blue, really nice, like turquoisey one.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
clean. And like that design, I didn't see anything like that from you before.
No.
You know what I mean? It was just so out of nowhere, just like
I've
techno.
always been a fan of the blue. I rocked
Yeah.
that first purple and blue one that you had. with the white hat.
Yeah, the OG one. That one was.
By the way,
silly.
Jazz, if you're watching this, I need my hat back.
That's heavy, Jazz.
Can't believe you've done this. Nah, what are you coming up next? Because I've seen all the big pants, and as you know, I fucking love the big pants.
Mate,
Rocking
I
it right
fucking
now.
love a good big pan, hey.
Yeah, wait, stand up for us. Let's see the fucking big pan on you.
Give us a little spin,
Oh, it's
eh?
just fucking, it's a pan like big, pretty much, mate. That's all it is.
For those at home, have a fucking gaze at that, man.
It's
A little bit of parachute action right there.
Yeah, and you got this one over here. Can we have a little sus?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I haven't really done much on Caroline 15 in regards to the pants, but like, I think, fucking, you boys might not even know, but like I started off doing pants, like first of all.
No.
Yeah, like the-
Nice, bro.
Like I
casino strides?
always like buy, obviously like fast fashion is a bit fucked up, and like I started reworking gear because, you know, I'd like to do my part combating fast fashion and whatnot. I do buy hat blanks, but I upcycle them and whatever. Not really the same thing, but I started off, you know, just sewing like second-hand pieces and putting it together, and that's
Yeah, well, you gotta dig
kind
into
of
op shops for them, don't you?
yeah. So like this is the type of stuff which I want to start doing as well as hats. Just like, I don't know, I love
Yeah,
Someone like
sick.
multiple different pairs
I just
together.
love a good pant. Like I feel like you like wearing a pant as like a, you know,
Statement piece.
a statement piece. It's so
It
sick.
ties everything together and
Yeah,
You can wear whatever you
I
want
feel
on
like-
top
yeah.
if you got those fucking pants
If
on.
you don't like you know, if you don't really know what you want to wear, or you don't know really, you know, you don't have like
Base
a
it off the
direction to what you
pants,
want to wear.
right?
Yeah, you just chuck on like a sick pair of pants, like a little bit fruity, and then just like a plain black or white shirt, and it
That's it.
Right,
So
works,
it's
yeah.
so clean, yeah.
fingers
That's all
crossed
I've been
you
doing
wear
whenever I
those.
perform. As you've seen.
So
Suck
these
the
were
kids up.
they were 3 pairs of cargo shorts that I just thrifted. So just had a camo pair, grey pair, and then like a
little creamish.
mustard pair down the bottom.
Beautiful.
And then this was actually like a curtain that I thrifted as well. Heavy.
that was perfect. Damn, son,
So
where'd you find this?
with the paint, what was the idea behind like the
Oh.
paint splatters? It looks really sick.
Mate,
He
that
tripped
was
over
just-
into a bucket.
Was that on accident
Someone
or
just
was
went
that?
to feel.
Mate, these.
Let's just
Yeah.
say it was on purpose because it.
Well,
looks
no,
sick.
it was on purpose for sure.
Yeah.
But like the big ugly paint splatters were just me trying to figure out how to do like a perfect paint splatter,
Yeah.
and it just didn't really
Well,
work
this
too
is
well
like
for me.
a.
I like it.
You
Yeah.
got to start somewhere when it comes
Exactly.
to creating like very unique pants like that. And I feel like I haven't seen something like that
No.
sold on like any normal store. Like you
No,
said,
man.
fast fashion. That is the opposite, and you're combating it in a way where it's like high demand for it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you've seen kind of like the lack of like production in like the slower fashion, and you've kind of like accepted it and like kind of pushed it out as your own, and it's sick to see because even with this paint splatters on that, kind of like imagine you go on a work site, you see a painter that's painting their house wearing those. That'd
Yeah.
be dope.
Exactly. I don't know. It's like that's kind of like what got me into the whole fucking Caroline 15 like ting is pretty much like I got the sewing machine. Like mum gifted me that thing,
Yeah.
and like love her for that. But I just started just sort of finding old things that I never wore before, maybe ripping them apart, putting them back together, or just like adding a few patches on here and there, like little light stuff. But I always loved that, like if I were to go out or whatever and I was wearing something which like I made or like add a little flair to, or someone might have a plain black shirt but I've also got a plain black shirt with like a patch on it that like I made or sprayed or something like that. Like that's what I really love doing. And then I don't know, it's just always been so sick, I reckon, like wearing something which has had like a little personal touch to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
makes it
that's-
individual.
Yeah.
Anyone can rock a white Uniqlo shirt, but if you got something special that either your homeboy or you've done up to it, like adds like that fucking individuality.
Because that bit
Yeah,
of
like-
flair, you know, that bit
Yeah.
more flair to that shirt.
Yeah.
The normal person
Yeah,
rocking it.
like the one that you did for your show, your underground show.
Yeah.
The underground like shirt with the face on it and everything. That's so
the
personal, but
UG.
I really like that one actually.
So
that
do
one
I.
was
I
sick.
still rock that
Yeah.
all the time, bro.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
fresh
I'm surprised I'm not wearing it right now, to be honest.
Yeah,
what
me
are you
too,
doing,
mate. It's a
bro?
bit disrespectful, eh? Like I'm coming on this potty in here. And I'm
just leave, honestly. Just walk out.
I'll put it up. I'll be back. I'm gonna put it on.
There'll be plenty of opportunities for that shirt to be rocked hell. And he's already rocked it heaps, so
Yeah,
we're gonna be continuing to.
Even
I'm sure more designs are coming soon for Mr. Hidden himself.
Even that. Speaking about designs you've done for Hidden over here, the pheromones one that you did like the back spray for.
Yeah.
That was sick.
yeah.
That your overall outfit for that show
that
was
was so
mint, and it was
sick.
all
That's
like from the
That's
shirt, the
Caroline.
You
pants.
kind of got like a good little agreement at the moment. Like Lockie will just sort of come to me like a
Right
few weeks
before
before the show.
shows.
Well, either right before the show,
The
like the
day
day
before.
before, or a few weeks before, and he'll
Yeah.
have like ideas, and I'll be like, "No, that's shit," which is most of the time.
Oh yeah,
And I'll go,
talk it
"No,
up.
I'll put you in this, and then you actually look good.
Although it was kind of scared, like wearing those fucking black denim ones at the last ones.
Yeah.
Like that was like I was like, oh, I don't know,
'Cause they
man.
were big.
They
as
were
far as pants
big,
go, they
bro.
were
They're
big.
proper parachuting,
Yeah.
bro. I was like fucking flying into the scene.
Yeah.
But nah, the second I like walked out like into public, I was like, you know what? Like this is it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. The big puffer jacket, the
Yep.
wife beater, like that was it, man.
Dude, you
All
got
like
so many
constricted
compliments
at all,
from
just
it as
the
well.
moves, mate. Yeah.
No.
You got so many compliments from that as well. Like
That's it.
even the ones you wore to the surf show.
Yeah,
yeah.
the green and cream.
Yeah,
The
those
green
are
and cream
sick.
ones are sick.
Those
yeah.
are dope.
They were
That's
kind of
it.
just like a yeah, they were a little sample thing.
Yeah.
That you got your hands on, yeah.
Sick.
Fucking oath, bro.
Well,
So
yeah.
should we expect more pants from you?
Yeah.
Oh please.
And well, pants.
Please
Sorry.
bring him up. Bring him up.
See, I feel
Well, I
good.
think
Yeah, when everyone sees like the pants, like these are fucking average, whatever, but like the big wide pants, I don't know, it's kind of just what I'm loving at the moment.
I
and I'm gonna keep
fucking
making
love
them,
baggy pants, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't just go buy like the normal baggy pants now. I can't even wear them anymore.
Yeah.
I need some fucking.
Need some space down there.
I need some proper space.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm packing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Gotta look after the
Alright,
Gotta
bro.
look after the kids.
Jeez.
I think that kind of wraps up
Yeah,
the what's
on
on the
that note.
agenda segment. But
Yeah.
let's
what's on the agenda?
yeah,
Is that the
kind of
segment?
asking what's been going on. What do you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
what do you
yeah,
got
yeah.
in store? But
we
I
got
think
something special.
Literally
now.
in store.
yeah, I think this is
Something
this
very
is,
special.
So this is one of the segments we've been looking forward to the most. So
Absolutely.
it's yeah, it's gonna be good.
Let's do it,
Let's
baby.
start it.
Now it's time to spin the wheel of.
Misfortune. Oh shit. You know what this
Here we
means,
go.
right?
I do know it's a wheel, eh?
Yeah,
It is a wheel.
we got a wheel, right? We're gonna spin this bitch. Oh, sorry, nah, he's going to spin it. He's probably gonna get stitched up hella hard.
Or we could be stitched up.
Did
Yeah.
you rig the wheel? I feel like this.
Nah, you can have a sauce. You can have a sauce. All right, let's
go,
fucking
give
let's
this a
do it.
run.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
So
This is the wheel of misfortune, alright? This is what we
is
got
the
on
wheel of
there.
misfortune. So we're looking at this whole 14 possibilities in total. Technically not 14 because there's multiple of, say, reverse dare and there's only one double dare. So reverse dare and double dare, if you get a reverse dare, that means you can say, all right, for example, you spin it, get reverse dare. Lockie, you spin the wheel now.
Right. Okay.
And
yeah.
so then he can spin the wheel and get whatever he gets, but he has to do it instead of you. Double
Yeah,
dare
yeah.
means both of you have to do it. You have to choose someone to do it with you.
And then you have,
Right.
to, so you have to spin it one
Spin
more
it again.
Spin it one more time and whatever it lands on, and that's what we go for.
And some of them are pretty self-explanatory,
Yeah.
like prank call, hot chili challenge. What
Tell
we've
us
been
something your
using,
mum doesn't know.
Charged up, yeah, exactly.
Random
Yeah, I
number
see.
photo roll on your camera.
Real creative, boys. Real proud of you
And
for
like
that
a-
one, I reckon.
Want to highlight the
Rick.
personal favourite, the 30-second freestyle.
Yeah, we're gonna cook you up. We're gonna get you on a beat, bro, and we're gonna get that shit pumping.
Nah, he's actually
Alright.
fucked up. Man.
Alright, Jack, jump out. And
Alright.
let's get him going.
Let's get this running.
Alright, Fletcher.
Give me the go ahead, boys.
It's time for you to spin the wheel of misfortune.
Oh no, do a better one than that. Although that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I can spin again if that wasn't up to your standard.
With a pretty weak spin.
I
You
reckon
can go
you give it a
nuts
good
on
rip.
it.
I reckon you give it a good
go
fucking
mental.
hard rip.
As far as spins goes, boys, I feel like I know a lot more about how to spin the wheel.
I don't think so,
saying.
bro. I bought this and I practiced, so like that's like where I'm at.
I've got some ferocity in the spinner.
Okay, so tell us something your mum doesn't know.
Alright, so we've spun the wheel. We've got tell us something that your mum doesn't know.
Well, fuck, man. It's not gonna blow your minds, but it's something which I genuinely feel really bad about. And
Okay.
it's kind of stuck with me, and there's a lot of guilt on my conscience from it. And honestly, it does feel really good to come out to you boys and like be open about it, because I feel like that's gonna clear out like a lot of the guilt that I feel to this day.
I feel like you're building up to a nothing.
Well, I used to share a room with my brother back in the day when we were groms, like micro, small humans, really not grown up. And, you know, Tooth Fairy, we all know and love her. And she comes when you lose a tooth and, you know, you chuck it where you want, right?
Under your pillow.
Yeah, under the pillow. And I know my brother lost a tooth once, and you know, Tooth Fairy was coming through that night, as she does.
As she does. She's always there for the
She's on schedule 100% of the time. And Tooth Fairy came and I was aware. So I climbed down from that top bunk. I'm top shelf, as always. I'm not bottom bunk, not a chance. So I climbed down and, yeah, you know, little 5 finger discount, little coins under the pillow, straight into my pocket. And you know what? I said I was guilty about it, but right now, I feel good about it.
You feel bit proud, don't you?
Bit of an entrepreneurial mindset, I feel like. Like, thievery is kind of, you know...
It's an opportunist.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you gotta get the money.
Yeah. So, you know what?
Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. Exactly.
Eli, mate.
There's multiple ways to
and
get
you're
back.
adopted, mate.
That's fucked.
That's why I took the money.
Yeah. Seriously, you don't know your parents, mate, so grow up. That's a joke, by the way. I love you, mate. I don't know.
You're lying, bro.
Mate, I'm scared. Coming off a big weekend,
So,
boys.
where's the dice at?
We're not doing
Tenacious. You want Tenacious now?
Alright, so we have this segment called Tenacious Truths. Let's fucking run this sample, dog.
Go on then.
Tenacious Truths.
So,
Kind of like that.
Play that one more time.
Tenacious Truths. Tenacious Truths.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So this is something that means something to you, something you've learned, maybe the hard way or the easy way, but that's something you stick by. Something that is like truly like...
True to you. You know what I mean? What is honest? Like, honestly, what do you live by? What is like an ideal that you see as the most truthful thing that you can see?
Fair enough. Well, I don't know. I guess like it's like something that I live by. Type spec.
Like every day you wake up and you know who you are, or at least, possibly you know who you are. But at the same time, you wake up, you know that you're sitting there. Okay, today I'm this. What's the truth that you live by in terms of like, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm this, I'm that. This is the day that's gonna happen.
Well, I don't know. I still reckon I'm trying to figure out who I am, who I'm trying to like become.
Yeah.
I think as of late, a few things have gone on in my life, and I'm trying to like, you go through like speed bumps here and there, but like as of late, just trying to become like a better cunt.
Just a better cunt.
That was it. I feel like I'm
Fair
swearing
enough,
a
dude.
lot on this. I'm scattered, but like, in all seriousness, I feel like I'm just trying to become a better person.
Yeah.
And if I wake up in the morning and a decision that I make is, it's going to hinder me from becoming like a better bloke, better person, better
cunt.
like, better, brother, better fucking, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to do that. Like, sort of, I'm trying to
be more
grow.
truthful to who you are.
Yeah, just trying to become a little bit, just trying to become a better bloke. So I don't know if I'm old enough and wise enough to have like a philosophy on like a truth that I follow.
Yeah.
Like I hope maybe eventually when I'm like 50, 60, however old, I'll be comfortable in my wisdom to be able to go, yep, this is what I live by, this is what I'm doing, but I'm well aware of like the learning experience of growing up and getting older, and I'm just trying to be a better bloke.
But that's the
every
thing,
day.
even when you're 50, 60, you're still going to be learning. And if you're not learning when you're 50, 60,
yeah,
you're
Something
done.
wrong.
Your life's done.
Yeah. Like I remember in year 12, I was like, I'm so wise. I did acid once. Like seriously,
I'm fucking woke, bro.
Yeah.
My third eye's just open, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And just so like immature, but just I guess I'm trying not to take life too seriously. I'm trying to become successful. Trying to put my time, money, and like motivation into building my businesses or whatever I got
The
going
life
on
that you
myself. Yeah.
Essentially.
But I guess like at the core of it, I'm really like I feel like lately I've been looking at people, not judging them, but going like I just you know, like seeing maybe they might be not the best person or person I want to surround themselves with, and me just sort of observing that and going, yeah, right, okay, I can also be like a better person myself.
That's what it is. Hey, you're like learning off other people as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of being like, you should be doing that, you should be doing this, it's like, oh fuck, actually I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess that's the, you know,
that's
like
the tenacious truth of yours.
That's the tenacious truth.
Mine is just like, I don't give a fuck about anyone else.
Yeah.
Like in the most.
Definitely shows, mate.
What's my bro? I hate you, eh?
Yeah.
For real.
What was that?
That was like the most spidery handshake I've ever seen.
Mate, that's like the least spidery handshake that we ever did.
Yeah, you should see us.
That was timid. That was timid compared to what we usually go through. Yeah.
Is it just
I come out of a handshake
drastic
with him and I'm like scarred. I don't really know what to think.
It's traumatic.
It's bad.
That's how you do it.
It's almost like you never want to shake his hand again.
Nah,
No, but that he wants more.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, you want what you can't have.
What a good handshake.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping maybe I'll come back and I'll get a good one day, but...
Oh, you fucking keep dreaming, mate.
Well, you keep me on my toes, which,
I do.
I'm glad to be here for that.
Oh man, like I don't mean like in a disrespectful way. Like I don't care about anyone else, but like I put myself first in every situation. But I don't put myself.
Yeah, you're a really selfless person.
Yeah, I don't put myself first at the expense of someone else. Like it's always at me first, and that's something that I had to learn with like because I was in high school. I was in a relationship all the time. I was always dating someone.
Yeah.
I'd break up with her. Fucking 2 weeks later, 6-month relationship. Like I never really got time to learn who I was, and since high school I've been single, basically single for like 5 years now, and I've never learnt more about myself in that time period than I did in the previous part of my life.
Yeah.
Like, and that makes me like respect myself in a way. So I trust I'm first. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like
I want to bring everyone else up around me. That's what I'm trying to do with Ugly and stuff like that. I want us all to fucking flourish and shit. Yeah. But like I don't, like it's me first, 100%.
Exactly. You kind of, it comes a time where you got to be a little bit selfish and just go, you know what, I'm doing me, and like if you want to come along for the ride, then you know,
exactly.
Don't hinder what I'm doing. Like don't stop me from, you know, increasing myself as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jack? What's something you live by for tenacious truths?
Something I live by? I think it's just staying true to what I believe in terms of, like, looking at every day I wake up, I want to get something done that I am looking at and say, yes, I did that today.
That's for the bigger picture.
It's the bigger picture.
That's for me.
You know, it's like trying to find out what you're here for on this earth. Like, because... like everything happens for a reason. I've been feeling this aura recently, just like with us and in terms of just everything working. It's just something feels different about where I'm at right now and where I'm going, and it's kind of
honest and real.
It's motivating me. Yeah, it's motivating me because I feel that energy, and I feel like that energy is what I live by right now. It's just like that energy just to push myself to that next level.
Yeah,
I feel like it's because maybe you're finding like a bit more of a purpose.
Yeah, bro.
And when you find something that you really want to drive for, it's like, you know, you wake up and you actually want to do that thing. You're not just going to a shitty job. Like, you find a purpose and
100%,
that's where you want to be.
And I've been lucky to find mixing. Like, that's mixing and podcasting. Like, it's beautiful that has turned into the part of our lives that is such a highlight. Yeah. Because, you know, sitting down and talking to someone such as yourself about your passions and your like what drives you to do things, it like doesn't only help you because you're letting it out. It helps us understand what someone like you goes through to get to the point that you're at, and it's really beneficial for just everyone in the room and everyone listening too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
It's really good.
I feel like I learn something every time.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like,
every time you come and sit down with someone.
Yeah, we have a chat and we understand more about who you are as a person. Like, I thought I knew Bentley like really well. I learned so much about him in that podcast.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it opens my eyes up to something deeper, and I think that's brilliant. And I hope people at home watching and shit like that can actually grasp that as well.
Yeah.
At home listening and whatever. But I hope they can like learn something from that and learn something about you and where you're going, and add a personality and a character to this Caroline 15.
Yeah.
And to Charged Up Chilli and to fucking Chatter.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking Chatter sets, just
Chatter.
Dude, Poison, oh my god. That was such a good set.
Me off in a public space.
I want to ask you about like your sort of path
for it,
with
mate.
DJing. Like, I mean, you're so like it's you're doing something that everyone else is doing, but you're not doing it in the same sort of way. You're kind of doing it in a way where you're looking at a genre, and you're looking at that genre, and then you're using the best of that genre to create your sound in mixing. Like, I don't think anyone else uses the UK garage sound like you do.
Not for a full set like that. Some people might chuck it in a track.
Yeah.
And you go nuts on it.
I don't know.
Fucking love it.
Fucking, I just love like big slutty like
Stank
garage.
bass.
Oh, mate,
So
like,
good.
There's I don't know. It's just kind of like the last. I don't know how long I've been listening to garage for like religiously, but like. I don't know, there's something it just turns me on. Just seriously turns me
Honestly.
on. But like, I'm not a
oils
good
your
DJ at all. Like, that Poison
You
event.
are underselling yourself,
Dude,
bro.
yeah.
You do every time.
Boy, that Poison
you're in your
event,
lane,
I
dude.
was on sync button, like, mate,
Who cares, man?
I thrashed the fuck out. Like, I'm still learning, and it's like, we're surrounded, like all of us as well. We're surrounded by so many boys that like mix well and have good song selection and like, I'm just a small fish. And
But at the same time, you're in a completely different lane than they are.
well, that's like, I want to be like bringing my love for like garage into the sets you see every weekend on the coast, because it's not that it's boring or anything,
It
but
gets repetitive for
a lot
sure.
of the sets fucking
Have the
here
same
and there, like
songs.
all the same tracks, kind of the same, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we can all go ballistic to that, but I just reckon whether you like garage or not, if you hear like even like a W140 track with like some sick UK vocals, I feel like everyone sort of like screws up their face and goes, this is sick.
Yeah, legit.
For
Could
example,
be like a
Baseline Business.
baseline.
Banger.
Business. Yeah,
That
that's a track.
is a track and a half. 140, heavy UK vocals, heavy bass line, such a good garage bass line. And it's just like, and I saw you play that at Poison.
Yeah.
Perfect for that garage sort of vibe.
Yeah.
140 garage tracks are just like, they're unreal. Like,
Yeah.
next
Fuck, you might
level.
have to pull some out for your garage New Year's party.
Yeah, might have to. We'll see. Stay tuned for that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so next segment.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This
You
is
got a
something
big
that I fucking enjoy the absolute most. Actually, second. Well, I'll call it first.
Yeah.
Show
Be
and
honest
tell,
with yourself.
baby. This is show and tell.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, well.
Okay, kids, it's time for show and tell. Let's see what you got for us today.
I really love that intro, by the way.
It's so good. We all cooked it up in his fucking studio.
Nah, it's me. You really did well on the sound set.
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Honestly, it was probably about 10 minutes till I came here, and I just remembered that I had a show and tell. Not that I didn't put in the effort to find something good,
Yeah.
but I sort of looked at this straight away, and it sort of jumped out at me because I knew we would be talking about Caroline 15. But this is one of the first lids that I made, and it looks pretty ratchety. Like, there's a lot of random symbols and I think I was just fucking around with the settings on the sewing machine, like on this. I don't know what camera I should be pointed at, but shitty little dyed like pink patch.
With the
but
bleach as well.
this is one of my favourite lids. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I like that it's
So
not
raw.
symmetrical.
Yeah, no, it's just it's ugly, but it's like it's good looking at the same time, in my opinion. But it's just one of the first lids that I ever made, and sort of
One of the first ones.
yeah, and it
Fuck.
sort of kicked off the
The journey.
the journey. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I started wearing this thing out, and people started going, "Oh, that's so
What
sick! Like, what is this?"
Is that CIS?
C15.
C15. mate.
I'm
I'm so surprised you didn't fucking pick up on that.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
and you know
ask.
what? And that's just straight disrespect coming from.
Well, maybe because this is so fucking messy, bro.
Because he doesn't give a fuck
I
about
always
anyone
wanted to
else.
ask, this similar design, like to your hats, like the patchy sort of orange, like I love that.
Yeah.
Where did you get the inspiration for that? Did you just come up with it, or just?
Just kind of like this is bleach, but like I'll do it with dye, or I'll do it with like bleach, dye, whatever I kind of got on hand. I've got a good process on like how I dye the hats and make them look sick now, but like this was part of the learning process as well. I'll never get rid of this one. Or if one of the homies want to wear this one out, I would go, look, you can do it, but you better look after it because I'm not going to lose that.
Yeah.
Also, I like how you've used this in like the designs that have came recently, like that red design that has been on him. Like I see that and I really like that.
Like a cyber.
It's like a cyber sort of thing.
Cyber sigillism. I don't remember the name, but there's a style of sort of, I don't know if it's a tattoo style or whatnot, but that's
it looks like something.
Big influence to what the last like hat strap was, like all the sort of almost tribal looking symbols. It's called like cyber. I don't know, something fruity, but yeah, something like that. Fuck it.
Well, also you also use like a Dremel. Is that the correct tool? Like where you've like kind of like frailed the ends of the hat. It looks so sick. Like I remember doing that before the dome Need to Freak. You were sitting there just doing everyone's hats, making sure they looked all clean and
That's the sickest thing. Like I feel like when all the boys or whoever comes to my house for like prees, and because the office is obviously downstairs where we're drinking or doing whatever, and you know someone might pick up something that I've made or do whatever, and they go, oh, can you make one of these? And I'm like, oh yeah, you can have that one because it's a sample, and then you know people are just sort of throwing me items of clothing, and I'm like putting a patch on there, doing this, doing that.
With the chains that you sprayed over that yellow shirt that
they turned out sick.
Yeah, that was fucking sick. By the way, I'm gonna need that, but we'll get into that later.
Well, and do you remember the first techno that I ever got was at the Dome? You were like, oh yeah, this is just sample. I fucked up the stitching on one side, and I repped that for like a solid 3 months. Like I fucking had that.
You still have that?
100%. I have it hanging in my room.
Sick.
It's dope. It's sick. Yeah. And then I've got the one with the love heart, like kind of barbed wire and then the chain on the side. That's one of my favorites as well.
I like the chain edition.
Oh yeah.
When that first happened, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's
so baffled.
Yeah, that's
cheeky chain
such
edition.
a sick hat. That one's like one of my favourites that you've ever released, in my opinion. Like that's just so clean.
Yeah, a lot of people like hell love the red when I did that or when I show that to people, and I think that's why I haven't really like jumped on like a proper red hat yet, because I want to do something sick when I finally release like a red hat. Cause
I think you've got a very good like thing going so far with the red, but once you drop something insane, it's gonna really take people by storm.
Do you think you're gonna have like a full red drop? Like you're gonna have like a bunch of red hats with all different designs, or you're just gonna do it like?
I don't know. Just it honestly like it depends on what I'm feeling or what I'm. Well, you know, what I like at the time or what I think looks sick, or I'll see like a design online and go, fuck, that would look sick on a hat if I did it this colour or did that to it. But I don't know. Just sort of I'm still trying to get like a. I'm still trying to get like do I want a process in like what I release, like colour wise, element wise? Do I want like a process, or do I want it a little bit sporadic? Like people don't know what they're gonna get the next.
I know. I think that's the most interesting part, for sure.
Like, people don't know what they're gonna get, and then it's limited to the point where you have to sit on the site before it unlocks to get it. I feel like it's a little bit. It's like anarchy. It's a little bit sporadic all over the shop, but that's kind of what I think people love. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. It's like organised chaos, but at the same time, it's like. It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
We all love what you're doing. It's fucking mad.
Yeah, cheers.
I think we're gonna test out your ability to sew, because we've seen it.
Yeah.
We've seen it, but this is what we call the textile edition, baby. Short order cook up.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah. So this is short order cook up textile edition. So this is where he fabrics and shit, baby. This is where he fabrics. No, stay there. Alright. So we got something special. Let's whip it up. Alright, so we have 2 bags full of clothes. I'm gonna tell you right now, one's shorts and one's pants, like long pants. Alright, so those who are watching, who's listening, so we got black and like a fucking brown bag. He doesn't know what's in them, but let's fucking figure it out, alright?
Well, I'm choosing one.
Yeah.
I'm going the brown.
You're on the brown.
Yeah.
Is that because my last name's Brown?
Yeah, I think so. Direct correlation, seems like. So,
I think you just like to colour shit.
What's in there, my bro?
A few pants, eh?
Whip them out. Explain for the viewers who cannot see what we're doing.
These are kind of sick, to be honest.
Some bags. I like it.
These are wide.
They're wide.
Got a white pair of don't know what this material is, nylon or something. Something light, something
saucy.
nice.
Something saucy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just your typical chinos.
So am I just gonna twist it into something a little bit different?
I want to see some big pant.
Full
I
creative.
want to see some big pant.
Alright, well pant can get big, I reckon.
There's one more thing in there.
It's yeah.
Oh shit. It's not a pant.
Oh damn.
Alright, so we're gonna fucking, for those who are
What's the
listening, we've got a
design?
grey
Ooh,
shirt
sumo.
with some fucking sumo wrestlers on there.
Yeah, grouse. Alright, well. Alright.
Yeah, so Fletcher's brought his sewing kit, obviously in anticipation, and he's got his own little fucking features that he's gonna throw on there as well. Let's have a little look at what we got.
20 minutes to cook up the pear.
Yes.
Get it going.
20 minutes, yeah. By the way, that's it. 20 minutes.
No more.
On the mark,
fucking
20 minutes.
dot, bro.
Alright.
Alright, let's do it.
I gotta get
go.
cooking then, eh? I'm gonna turn these ones big, I reckon.
Black
Because-
ones? Not the
Yeah,
white?
black ones. $9. On the Oppie.
Op shop, we're cheap.
You really splurged for this one, bro. I was stoked on that. Alright, well.
Oh, I almost fucking took this for
Um,
myself.
Oh fuck, I gotta get cracking, I reckon, eh?
And this is Fletcher cutting the pounds.
It's gonna be a bit of a rusty job, boys, because
Times are fucking
You should have seen Bentley's shorter to cook up.
Daddy's on the wines and
By my lover, by my friend. You have been the one. You have been the pan for me.
Have you heard someone sew this fast? No, you haven't, because no one's fucking as literate as me.
Yeah, we've got
1 hour at a time. Concentration first. Alright, short order cooker, baby.
Been doing it before.
Carolina 15 spec. Let's see what we got.
Ooh, fucking.
Damn, they be some big pant.
They be
some
big.
big
Well,
pant.
they're not big, but the colours are nice, I feel like.
Are they fucking, they're well coordinated.
Fuck, that was honestly tricky for me to do, like in however long we had.
Yeah.
So minutes. They're pretty sick, but they're sick.
You got the
Yeah, so
textiles
shorter
record.
cook up, textile edition. How's it feel? How's it
Mate,
feel?
it feels
Little rundown.
good.
Little rundown.
Feels good. Yeah, you want the rundown of how that process went?
This is a little quickie.
Well, as you can see, the stitches and the cuts are just mayhem. It's not clean, but I mean, you're wearing them. They're wearable.
they're comfy.
And they work. And I actually kind of like how the colours turn
The
out.
colours are
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
brilliant.
they're like
Nice.
they're definitely like a girl's pants, like the ones you got. Definitely girls because they're a bit.
Fit me
tight.
good though.
Yeah.
They do.
No,
They
they're
highlight my ass, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, that's
Which is something that I want to unhighlight. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
bit of cute banter. I really like that for you boys. It's really nice.
More than cute.
Alright, let's wrap it up. This one's fucking done. Nah, fuck. Well, I like that. I like that little shorter cook up textile edition because it's
It's a play. It's a nice little play on the shorter to cook up.
individual segment.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
it shows the individual talent of someone who's, you know, in the clothing scene, you know,
Yeah.
showing their ability to sew something together
And
in a
not
quick
in
way.
fast fashion, as you were
Yeah.
saying before.
Yeah, well, it's kind of sick. Like, obviously, when I make pants myself, I'll put in a lot more
Hours.
time and effort. But I mean, for a little oppie pants job and
Yeah.
a bit of fabric.
What did that like tell you about yourself in terms of your skills?
Well, I know I'm getting better. I got a lot to learn. I've started taking like sewing lessons here and there. Just a few local like old ducks actually, kind of
Yeah, right.
sick. But
That have some fucking neat little tricks.
yeah, she was like a she was a pattern maker and all that, and I just found her on Gumtree, I think, actually, and just
Yeah, right.
I just go around to a place in Burley and just get a few lessons here and there, just because like I'm doing this for work now, so I want to hone in the skills a little bit more, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like pants is real fun, and
Yeah, fucking
I love it. Yeah,
I'm keen to see some shorts. Some pants, some baggy, almost 3/4 fucking.
Yeah, coming into summer, that's on the cards. Like, I want to do a bunch more pants, and then I also want to do some big, like, floaty shorts.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking hella floaty. I want to be able to, like, get wind right up my nutsacks.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's definitely the plan, yeah. But,
it's good that you're doing, like, the baggy sort of, like, oversized, because I feel like that on the Gold Coast, it doesn't work, you know? Like, there's a lot of op shops that are selling, like, oversized clothes, but it's not, they're, like, all, like, old and run down, but whereas you're creating, like, a newer sort of, modern sort of spin on that.
Exactly,
and it's good because you're taking something that's already in place and you're, like, fucking revamping it and giving it more life.
Yeah.
Which is always so sick, like,
100%.
Like, you didn't spend a penny on those, really, like, you know,
absolutely.
bit of loose change, and then, I don't know, they might not fit you too well, they're a bit congested, but I can give them to a girl, or you, like, you know what, and it
Big congested,
someone can get some use out of it, they might think it's cool.
Like, but the seams down here, like, on the actual, like, joint, they're clean as.
Yeah, they
like,
seem alright.
They, like, obviously the cuts of the fabric might
If I had more time, I would have definitely cuffed the bottoms, made it a little bit cleaner. The seam on the crotch is not ideal, but yeah, it works. Yeah,
it works for a shorter cook up. Textile edition number 1
or whatever. Yeah,
20 minutes.
I'm happy with that.
None. It was actually 18.
Fair enough, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was less than 20 minutes. I think that was record for short order cook up, at least so far.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Did you surprise yourself, like, just as you were sewing and putting these together in, like, quick succession, like, was your brain firing in a way where you haven't sort of done it before, where you had to be so quick with it?
No, I feel like that's like the chucking in like an inseam to pants, like adding it on. That's kind of what I've been doing a fair bit lately. I kind of got the process locked in. It's just sort of just working out the fit and the lengths, and obviously I'm just working off a, you know, I don't have a bench.
You don't have the
space. I need the space to get something.
And there's something special about having your own area, which is why your fucking little, like, your warehouse little area, man, like, that's like your studio.
Exactly,
like, that's where
just some space
your
to do it.
energy and creative energy is at its fucking peak.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's so comfortable because, like you were saying before in the previous segment, like, you can have friends over, you guys can have a couple of drinks, they can pick up all your work and be like, yo, this is sick, do you reckon you can do something for me?
Yeah.
And, like, you can just, like, have a bunch of people on the couch. Obviously, it might be a little bit distracting and you're just fucking there tinkering away, doing your shit, but you can also turn around and be like, yeah, that thing that happened, you're a fucking funny cunt, or, like, some shit like that. Like you were sitting in that chair, you were still giving us advice and stuff,
and shit.
Yeah. No, it was good. I'm glad to be here, boys. Thanks for letting me cook up some pants for you. All that,
We've got one little last thing we'd like to ask you. So this is something, obviously, we've been running for those who watched the last podcast. This is something we want to, like, bring out in people. What does existence mean to you?
Right. Mate, I don't know. It kind of, like, I guess you can circle back to what I said before, about just, like, you know, still growing up and, like, learning new things.
Yeah.
I just think I just trying to be as happy as possible, and I don't know if I can make people, like, around me as happy as possible as well, and
that's beautiful.
You know,
honestly.
give good company and be good company, and like, I don't know. I'm pretty happy guy, and I feel like if, you know, I can be happy with my mates and my family, and you know, just have a good time.
That's it, eh?
Might be a bit shallow, might be a bit like, you know, you should have better, like, you know, drive, philosophy, like, you need to do this, that, and all that. But I'm quite happy. I'm quite content just being happy, just doing.
That's like it though.
I feel like
when people are searching for money, or they're searching for, like, fucking status or anything like that, that shit can never be at a peak. You can never be satisfied with that. Happiness is something that's always there.
But, like, it is easier said than done, for sure.
Oh,
like, I know people are going through some
doubt.
really fucked up things, and I don't know if they can come out of that happier, if they can get themselves back to, you know, square one.
Yeah.
Like, props to them and everyone else, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying to be stoked and just be happy and do shit and spend time with my friends, listen to good music, eat good food. Like
Eat
that.
good food.
Just give me some good music and some real good food, and
I'm happy.
that's. I guess that comes down to my existence. If you give me good food, good music, and maybe like a sewing machine, I'm gonna be stoked regardless.
And an op shop on tap.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's good, and you've got like you were saying before, you've got a real positive energy about you, positive vibe, and a lot of people will kind of like focus on the negatives about themselves or negative things that are happening. You just got to focus on the positive stuff, because then once your focus switches from negative stuff, your kind of mood lifts up.
Yeah, exactly.
So like say for example, you wake up like fuck, I woke up late, or it's like shit, I gotta get more shit done because I've kind of slept in, but I'm well rested. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
Like,
can flip anything to be
exactly.
positive. Oh, almost anything. Sorry, I take that back. There is some shit that you probably can't see the light in, but
yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Just kind of stoked to be here with you boys, and just.
that's it. We're keen to see like the future progression for Caroline 15 and Charged Up and Shatter.
Yeah.
All the C's.
They're all C.
Triple C's.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
Is that bad as
it? Yeah. No, it works out well. Yeah.
You're lying, are you?
Nice.
No, it wasn't planned. It just kind of. I don't have a close bond with C's, but they're kind of just floating around and.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
That's another C.
See, it's all coming together.
There you go.
Alright, man. Well, it's been good having you on. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, boys.
We'll have you on again soon,
Yeah,
100%.
Definitely, boys.
Be rocking these the next gig.
Oh shit, yeah! You better not take them off, man. Otherwise.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to bed in these.
Yeah. Who?
Thanks everybody.
Let's go.
Been a pleasure.
Good.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was good.